Another use case where the Reasoner model from DeepSeek shines is the research. So there are many examples where the research agent performs quite well if we were to provide the model with a tool, and in this case, the research-based tool. We're going to hook it up with internet search so it can search and then provide us with results. So what I've done is I took the template and I just swapped the models with DeepSeek components. So originally it were the OpenAI models. And as we did before, we just wire them up and then select the model that we want to use. So the first one here is a prompt that goes into the component. And there are two things we're saying. First is the chat input, and this is the topic we want to perform some research on. And we have a few templates. So the first template is that we're saying that you are an expert research assistant, and we want the response in a certain format. And this goes through the LLM. Now, our agent is the only LLM that we're using from OpenAI. It is not yet updated and available for DeepSeek as of this recording, but it should be available soon. There's also an option to select Groq, and Groq is also offering DeepSeek based models, so one could use that. For now, we're just going to keep the OpenAI based model, but we're going to use DeepSeek for helping out with the initial prompt generation, and then later on, we're going to use the DeepSeek based Reasoner to actually write the final report for us. So let's get started. We're going to hit run, and this is going to start the full flow. And we'll notice that as we go through each component, the data flows. And now once the agent has access to the initial template from the first LM, it's going to be using the Tavily AI search. And based on that, it's going to pull some responses back. And this is going to go to the Reasoner model. Now we can inspect at each stage so we can look at what actually happened here. So I'm going to look at the text from this particular agent. So we see that there are some techniques and studies and applications, and all of this is passed down. And once it reaches the Reasoner model, we are providing some additional templates here saying that based on the research finding and original query, we want some details. And if we're to inspect the prompt here, we can see that the research findings and the original prompt is filled in the input spots, as well as we have another prompt here. And in this case, again, as we did before, we have some sort of template. We are saying that we want the finding or report to be in such a format. There were some issues with the API server from DeepSeek as of this recording, so I just swapped it out with Groq, and Groq offers DeepSeek R1. This complete flow took about 6 seconds on Groq-based DeepSeek R1, and then we have the results, so we can go in the playground and see the Reasoner model's response in this case, and then we notice that we have the think part, which is the reasoning that this model goes through. And then right after the closing of the tag, we have the detail report from the model, which is based on the initial template that we provided and the format we wanted the document to be in. And similar to that, we can use any of the templates available in Langflow. We could go with the agent templates, provide that to the reasoning model, get detailed reasoning as well as the response back from our agent or the LLM. We could also build a RAG-based pipeline or application using DeepSeek models, or we could utilize for different purposes. One of the use cases that became popular is to use the think or reasoning aspect of the DeepSeek model and then provide that to a code generator, something that uses Claude 3.5 Sonnet. And with that, you will have a strong code generation application. Not just that, you could also use DeepSeek-based models in content generation, Q&A, or any of the use cases mentioned here, or something that you have previously built for yourself in Langflow.